So before early childhood learning, I was raised on a farm, so that's where I was based and working with racehorses. Personal circumstances changed and my husband at the time said to me to put my resume in at the centres, which I did, and that was where the start of my career began. I was 40 at that time, so complete career change. When I started, no experience other than my own 3 children. Returning to study later in life was extremely daunting. As a person that didn't even finish year 10, I took up studies and went on to do my bachelor degree and then my master's.
Before early learning, I was actually in the hospitality and tourism industry. I was running motels. Changing careers later in life was a little bit daunting, but I knew that I'd always go back to it. I was a young mum. I enjoyed school, but being a young mum, obviously, you had to put things on hold.
I've always been a teacher. I was teaching primary and I've done secondary teaching as well. Having my daughter brought me into sort of the early childhood world, if you like, and just with her realising how much actually development takes place in the early years, and that's how I got into early childhood. Was returning to study daunting? I wouldn't say daunting as such. It was exciting and it was a change for me.
When I moved to Goodstart, the opportunities were enormous. I had great support.
I had a really good support in Michelle, our centre director. She always backed me, gave me the confidence to keep going. She shared her story and I could relate to her story, being a mum and then moving up the ranks in this industry as well. Michelle gives us time off the floor if we can to do our studies, and she's just encouraged us the whole way. Plus, there are a lot of other educators here, Cert 3s, diplomas. It doesn't matter what qualification, they all bring their own experience, and the support that they've offered since starting has been unreal. Yeah, they've made me feel very welcome.
Working in early learning is rewarding on 2 levels. The families and the connections and the relationships you make with them, but the children and watching them come from nursery right through to graduating from preschool and going out in the big world.
To be able to build the connections and then teach them lifelong lessons and begin their love for learning here with us is what gives me purpose.
What makes working in early learning rewarding for me? I think the main thing is watching the children's development, having input in that, and the milestones that they actually go through in these early 5 years of their life really impacts the rest of their life, and being part of that and watching them grow, watching them learn to walk, to talk, and all the big things that they learn to do is so rewarding. Working locally supports my lifestyle in a way that I probably wouldn't get in a busy city. I get to spend more time with my child, more time with my family.
Working locally supports my lifestyle and my family because I have a strong connection with my family and they're all still living in Cowra, and it just gives me a better balance. It helps fill my cup.
Age is just a number, it really is, and I feel like as you get older and later on in life you are actually more present in learning. It's never too old to learn new things and keep your mind open to continuously learning.
The rewards are tenfold, and just having that relationship with children, it's priceless.